We just left Valley of Fire State Park and we're heading to our sweet little spot on this desert, which is not too far from here. As I mentioned in the last video, it's a BLM and it's one of the best things that people have ever created. Large areas of wilderness which are open to the public and are waiting for you to explore and to do practically whatever the heck you like. Sounds like a true definition of freedom to me, but there is a catch to it. You can't stay in a place longer than 2 weeks, and sometimes the public land may be mixed with the private, and you need to watch out where you camp it out. This is not the case here though, and I want to trust that the land mixing applies only to a small portion of the BLMs. To make things even better, rangers are not checking on people as much as they normally would, so you can camp for practically as long as you like. This is courtesy of the COVID situation, and it leaves you surprised that there's actually a merit to this whole messed up ordeal. I have an opportunity to talk to a lad who's been camping out there for months. I learned from him some interesting things, and it's cool as he also hails from Texas, and we share a similar outlook on life. Being fed up with the world as it is, thus staying on the road to get away from it all. That's not exactly how it is with me, but I can easily identify with it. Apart the conversation, I finally have an opportunity to change the oil in my van, and I overall stayed there for several days. Now you may think, how is it possible that people can camp for months in a place like this? While some of them may have the supplies and the equipment to do so, others simply go to a nearby town. It may seem as if you were in a place that's isolated and distant, but in reality there is the town of Overton within a reasonable drive where you can go to resupply. This makes things far more civilized and manageable, but at the same time takes away the element of adventure. I personally dig the idea of going to some truly remote location and staying there for a week or two. I would prepare myself so that I didn't have to use the cooler and simply buy a lot of water. Reconnecting with the nature has always been an intriguing idea for me, and as much as I may dislike the civilized world, I'm ashamed to admit that in the end I wouldn't last long without it. But I can always start to live a humble life within its boundaries, what feels like a prelude to the life of a true survivalist. Oh, and here we are, the BLM. We are immediately welcomed by a large field where we can park and camp out, and then there is the enormous open space where you can even run naked if you like. There is few people here, what might be again the courtesy of COVID, but normally this place looks like a small village. I'm circling around when I'm looking for this special spot for us where we'll be able to chill and to do whatever we need to do, and I hope to find it soon. Driving on gravel surfaces always makes me nervous after the adventure we had in Arizona, but I think we should be fine. I eventually arrived at a location which might not be the best for camping, but it's certainly perfect for an oil change, and that's all I'm about right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it, right next to a prison wall. Things are sure getting exciting. So I found this really cool place. It's soon after you leave Valley of Fire, and it's like a big open space, nice views, and there are these like large flat areas of gravel, these fields there, and people are parking here and camping and, you know, doing whatever they want. No one's bothering them. Apparently it's like, you know, semi-wild place. And I stopped here because I need to change oil in my car. I mean, in theory you could still drive about 200 miles and after that change the oil, but it's the perfect place, perfect moment. I believe this is the right thing to do. And yeah, this is our spot. Probably not as cool as those people got, but it's perfect for what we need to do. And later we maybe relocate or maybe just stay here. It's also a perfect place for us to stay overnight. Okay, let's get down to this. So I read manual, I talked to people, mechanics, whoever is competent in things like this, and I believe I'm ready for this. But everything's set up. Here's the oil. The car takes 5 quarts, so here we got 5 quarts, and maybe we're gonna have to add a little bit more. Here we got the filter, So all of this, and then we got our tools, and we can go underneath. So yeah, I waited for like I think around hour for everything to cool down. I mean, it has to be still a bit warm, but not like super hot. And I know it's wise to open this up if you want to drain oil. Alright, and then we go up underneath. So I got everything ready here, and also these ramps are really great, rhino ramps. Really, it's much easier for me to get here. So I prepared this bucket. I have like a proper container for draining oil, but I feel more comfortable using this bucket for now with a bag. So here we got, I think this is the proper size. We loosen this up a little. Alright. We don't want to spill anywhere. We need to take it easy, slowly. Come on. Oh, that was nice. Oh, look how black it is. In theory, someone could tell you that you're supposed to replace this washer every single time, but we're just gonna leave it as it is. We're just gonna clean it. Oh yeah, it was high time. Now we're gonna have beautiful new, and I forgot to mention that this is full synthetic. At the beginning I was skeptical about this because they say like older cars and cars with mileage, you're not supposed to use synthetic, but these are myths, you know. It's perfectly fine. And also the gaskets, the how do you call them, the overhead covers or the cam covers, whatever, the gaskets, I had them changed, so it's perfectly fine. Because people are afraid that full synthetic is gonna leak through old gaskets, or like through gaskets of old vehicle, but mine are new. Originally there was like a regular oil there, but then one of the garages that I started to like cooperate on a regular basis with, they put full synthetic there, and it just stayed there. I mean, and it's perfect. The engine works fine, nothing is leaking. Alright, and these blue towers are the best for every job, and especially for jobs related to automotive jobs. It's also perfect because, you know, it's evening, so it's much cooler. It's also perfect for changing the oil. Let's see there. Nice, almost done there. It's magnetic. It's eaten a little bit here, like a chip or something. So okay, but this bolt is still good, everything is good about it. Next step will be removing the filter. I once went, it was the beginning when I bought this car, and I went for oil change. I think it was the first oil change, and the smart mechanic told me, oh, it's okay, you don't have to change the filter with every single oil change, like every second oil change or something like that. Everyone knows that you need to always change the filter along with the oil. Unless you buy like a filter that is like, you know, sometimes you can buy these filters that are like big, that are like for long mileage or something. They're like then you can maybe indeed use them for more than one oil change, but no, normally only one oil change. Okay, it stops. We'll be able to put this to screw this nut back. Just a moment. I really like how my car looks underneath. For the year and mileage, it's really neat. Really neat. As I said, it's 2000 GM and 140,000 miles. Soon it will be 150, and really it looks real neat for the year. Real clean and nice. I'm really glad. I'm really happy. It's ultimate proof that one of the proofs that this car is in a really good conditions, and I got it from real good hands. I think because I bought it from a dealership, but I think they got it from the first owner. So yeah, it's a really nice car. I installed new shock absorbers here. I done many things. What I paid for like all the things that I done in this car is twice or even more than what I paid for it, but it was worth it. And obviously it wasn't because this car was like bad from the very beginning, but simply these are things that you need to do, like major tune-up, change all the brakes, everything related to brake suspension, like the shocks, many things that you simply need to do when you look at the car's mileage and age, and simple things that you need to do while you go down the road, and that's it. Okay, I think it's not worth it to wait for it any longer. It's good as it is. Most of it, I mean, there's just some silly residue that remain there, and it's still dripping, but it's good. Okay, we go on. Let's prepare this nut. The nut, and then needs to be tight enough, but not to over tight it. And we are done with the main draining, and now the second draining. Here. The filter. I got this neat cup here, and it works like so. Nice. I'm glad that it works. I think there's gonna be still plenty of oil coming here. We're ready for this, right? Oh. See? Ooh. Oh. Thank God that I waited for it so it didn't burn me. Oh man. Now I'm gonna need new gloves. I've seen people doing this on YouTube without gloves. To me it's crazy, but apparently every single mechanic works without gloves because he wants to feel it, right? And then they have infinitely black hands. You can't wash them. You can, no matter what they do, they are always black. You can't, like, it's impossible. Alright, so these gloves, they are totaled, but fortunately we got more gloves. You got plenty of gloves. Just like randomly a guy approached me and he handed me like I don't know, 40 or something like that pouches with gloves. So yeah, he gave me like plenty pouches like this, and there's a pair of gloves there. God made sure that I'll be ready for this journey in every way. Even sent me a guy that gave me so many gloves, and gloves are real handy, and especially in a moment like this. Whew, it's like a blessing. Okay, so we need to prepare the, okay, not yet, just a moment. Let's see what's happening down here. And this is the same filter, right? Because I thought it's like a bit smaller, but no, it's the same one. Okay, that's good. Apparently better brand because it's STP, the legendary STP. It was, maybe it still is, but it was sponsoring the American motorsports like Indianapolis 500 and probably everything else that's out there. So okay, it's done draining now. Oh man, we need some of this paper. And apparently, I mean, it's like 50-50. Some people tell you that you have to fill the oil with the oil filter with oil before installing it, and I will tell you that you don't. Apparently it's only best to do when you will have like a big truck or something like that. But otherwise, just install the filter. Just remember to put some oil on the seal, and that's it, and screw it with hand tight. And then you can pour some oil inside. It's apparently called like priming the filter. Okay, hand tight, half a turn with some kind of tool if we need to, and everything is ready. This seems to be as far as I can go hand tight, and then a little bit with this. Are we good? Okay, don't want to overdo it. We got some in the filter already, and now the rest goes straight to the engine. We pour the oil. Go right there. It's a lot of engine oil, huh? That's a huge engine, 5.7 liters, so you know. Still, American could say that, you know, there's a regular size. I mean, there are far bigger engines, but still, it is a big engine for most people outside of America. Nice. This oil looks like a honey. It's nice, like gold, like pouring gold inside there. Liquid gold. Nice. This side is actually better for doing this than the other one. Alright, we're gonna need a bottle like this next time after like at least 5,000 miles. But since we are going to drive mostly on highways, so I think it should be good for like 6 or maybe even 7,000 miles. This is a full synthetic. This they have far more life than conventional oils. But we're gonna have to begin a new habit of changing the oil, because I mean of checking the oil, because I mean this car is still good. It doesn't take that much oil, but so in between changes typically it's good. You don't have to pour more oil. You just drive till this next time for changing the oil, and you pour new oil, and it's good. You don't have to add oil. But I noticed when I checked the dipstick that today before I started the engine, that it was real low. It was at the border where it starts to tell you to add oil. So I fortunately the icon didn't go off, didn't like start flashing that there is low oil. But I think, yeah, but it was like mixed. Half I think of the mileage on this oil was in town, because I was still in San Marcos, another half on our trip. But I think next time we'll need to observe things, but I think most of the mileage on this oil will be on highway, so it will be good. It will be far better. So yeah, start the engine, we need to drive, and after some time check what's the level and maybe add a little bit more. Okay, I think that's it. Now the only thing that remains is check for leaks, but I think I'm gonna have to remove the GoPro because I need to put my flashlight on. But that's it, we're done. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. Thank God. Another day. We're still at the same spot because it's a perfect spot to do whatever you want. Yesterday we changed the oil in the car, and today we're gonna change the inner tube in the wheel of my mountain bike because it got punctured. Remember the trip to the forest before we entered Grand Canyon? Yeah, this is where it happened. So I definitely need to be more careful because I was a bit reckless. But okay, we have this inner tube. It's supposed to be like self-sealing, that decreases the possibility of getting a flat, or apparently it's like no more flats, but we'll see about it. There's some sort of slime inside, and it's cool how soft it is. So okay, let's do it by the numbers. First we remove the inner tube, but before we do this we need to deflate it entirely. So it didn't get punctured like really bad because there is still air inside, and it's like decreasing gradually, but it is punctured. There are like thorns in the tire. Oh yeah, here it is. This is definitely it. This spot here. Both the bicycle and the car, they gave me a lesson that I unnecessarily keep too much PSI in the tires. For example, this bicycle, the street bicycle, this bicycle you need to always have like maximum PSI. It has to be super hard, the tire. But in the case of mountain bikes and cars, you never like, you have to use common sense with it. This is a lesson for me. It doesn't have to be like near to the maximum capacity or like rock hard or whatever. These things are very handy. I am glad that I have this. Alright, this is our rim. This is our tire. Let's take a look here now. What's this? You see? That's the culprit. Look at this. Okay, I guess this should be good. I wasn't able to remove it altogether, but I think I broke it. I think it's good. Oh, here is another one. Holy. Alright, the tire is ready. Now the inner tube. Alright, in order for this to work, need to inflate it a little. Now here we got our trusty pump. It's really good. It's a nice pump. It's compact and it brilliantly does its job. It's cool that this is this kind of like what do you call it? Shredder valve. Oh yeah, this valve, as plain as this. Automotive valve. I prefer those ones than the other ones. And like this. This one is apparently professional and it's cool because it's all metal compared to this one is like rubber or whatever. But it's better to, it's much easier to inflate it. Guessing this should be good. So we take the rim. Come on, don't be shy. easiest part that seems to be the hardest. Just to put the valve inside the hole. Alright, so I eventually managed to pull it through the hole, it's cool. And now the direction the wheel spins, the arrow is here. So the wheel is like this and it spins this direction. So yeah, it has to go like this. So I think what we first need to do is put the inner tube into the tire and then the rim. Finally, alright. Alright, so now apparently this is supposed to be aligned with the, I mean, not supposed to be, this is how the pros do this. That's so funny. Okay, let's do this, why not? It's easy, like so. Okay, let's inflate it more. I wonder how this inner tube is gonna be. No more flats, huh? We'll see about it. But definitely I'm gonna be far more careful right now. What the fuck? Hi.
Broke down?
No?
Oh.
What?
Oh, you had your van jacked up last night?
Yeah, I was changing oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna come up here and see if you.
What is?
I was coming up here to see if you were broke down. If you need
Oh,
anything.
thank you, sir. Thank you. But I'm alright. I just. Oh my God. I just changed the oil. I think I did everything right. So yeah. Now I'm changing the inner tube in my bicycle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much.
Okay, bud. I'm out of Texas myself.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I'm from Houston.
Oh nice.
Now I just want to come by and see if you need anything, water.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Okay, bud.
How long have you been here?
Huh?
How long have you been here?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Kind of in and out the last couple months.
What, this spot? Okay.
Yeah, this is Poverty Flats. You can stay up. This is BLM land. You can go anywhere, stay anywhere you want.
Oh, this is BLM?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was wondering what exactly it is.
Yeah, this is all
What?
BLM. Over on the other side of the road, as far as you can see. All this shit back over here. Back that way.
I was looking forward for places like this that you can do whatever you want and stay, because it's practically impossible in Texas, as you know yourself. So.
Oh, I know, brother. Now
It's
around here, pretty much everybody moved out here within the last week or so.
Okay.
Started getting hot,
Yeah.
and but shoot, usually it's packed. That's all
Yeah.
you can see is RVs. They come up here and stay
Wow.
year for a year at a time.
That's. But don't you you have to move every 2 weeks or something like that?
Well, it's 14 days, but up here there's really not a, and most of your BLM land right now, they're not enforcing it because
Oh, really?
of the pandemic.
Okay. I'm actually looking forward to something like this, but in a more forested area, I don't know, Washington, Oregon, Montana, or something like this.
It's kind of hard finding that. It's hard. It's hard to find that kind of land, BLM land.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit here and there, but
Yeah.
Nevada's got the most.
Okay.
And I stayed up in Mesquite, up around Mesquite for a couple months too.
Okay.
But as far as forest, man, you find some in New Mexico.
Apparently, Wyoming is very good for this because there's practically no one living there. It's a huge state.
Yeah, that's the
Is
whole deal. You
Yeah.
got to get into the states that have a low population.
Yeah.
You know, that BLM controls.
Yeah.
Because yeah, but they're not. It's usually 14 days.
Yeah.
But they haven't been enforcing it.
Yeah. Well, something like this is real cool. I was wondering what it is, but this is BLM. That's cool.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine. You know, nobody, no
Yeah.
cost you nothing.
Yeah. So you on the road all the time?
Yeah, I've been on the road for the last couple of years.
Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I just began my journey. I quit my job and I hit the road. I'm going. For now, I'm doing the entire West, and maybe later on I want to do the East as well. But for now, the West.
I went over to Tennessee, hung out over there for a little while, I've lived in Elko, which is up in northeastern Nevada.
Oh yeah, I think I know what
It's
you're
a lot
talking about.
colder up there.
Yeah.
'Cause I worked in the oil field shit down there in Texas, but I
Yeah.
moved up here, went to work in the gold mines
Oh.
in Nevada, and I just got tired of working, man. I've been working hard all my life.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean, life like this is cool. This is the true freedom, right? You don't have to worry about anything
I
like
love it.
property or whatever. You just,
you ain't got to
you know,
answer to nobody.
yeah,
You ain't
that's,
got to
you know,
pay rent. And
yeah, this is the best. You know, I've been living out of my van since for at least a year and a half, and I saved a lot of money thanks to this. Thanks to this, I can do this journey.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been living in mine for a couple of years.
Oh, you right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got. I'm wanting to head north, get back up into the where it's cooler.
Like north where?
Oh, I'm gonna probably end up going back up to either like northern Nevada
Ah, northern Nevada.
or Idaho.
Oh, Idaho, yeah.
And
But Idaho is super cold. I think it's beautiful, but it's super cold.
not right now.
No, obviously,
Right now, probably.
obviously not right now, but
Yeah.
during
No,
winter,
it
right?
So does northern Nevada.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
gets
okay.
30 below up there.
Oh, okay.
But Idaho gets real cold, especially
Yeah,
northern Idaho. If you stay in the lower elevations, it's not bad.
yeah,
But you get up in your upper elevations, anything over 5,000 foot, you're gonna be. It's pretty cold.
yeah.
And hell,
I noticed I drove through Flagstaff, and Flagstaff seats like high, and it's really cool there.
beautiful. Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's cool. Then I drove down to Grand Canyon and lower, and it started to get hotter and hotter.
You didn't go up on the north rim. You went on the south rim of the Grand Canyon.
I think so. It was the south one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you go on the north rim, you can cut across. It's just right over there, but
Yeah.
you can cut across and go up here into Utah. Utah's got a lot of BLM
Oh yeah.
badass, nice land up there in
Yeah.
Utah. And you kind of zip back down into Arizona on Highway 160, I believe it is, and it'll take you up on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, where it's all trees and
Oh, okay.
and mountains,
Yeah.
pine trees, and real beautiful up in there.
Let's check it out. Nice. Tak, a jak tu można jeździć takim rowerem? I think it's good, man. There is a sense that if somewhere the tire was not perfectly aligned, but you know, it's normal, it's natural. Alright, done. Now we need to shave ourselves and take a shower. Alright, hiker, time to leave our oasis. We spent here, I think, like 3 nights or something. And it's a really good place. I'm looking forward to more places like this. Really awesome. This is our spot. Thanks to this place, I was able to chill, you know, take a break. There's peace and quiet, no one's bothering you. You can do whatever you like, whatever you want. And I was able to do a lot of work around our videos, so this is good. This is also important. I was looking for a place where I could peacefully do this, so this is good. And it's high time to hit the road again. I'm gonna remember this place. Our first BLM. Well, at least first that we are aware of, but this is definitely the first one. It's time to go, time to hit the road again. Now we need to go back to Highway 93, which gonna lead us up north. And there are many interesting places on the way in Nevada. So let's go, let's see what happens.